Hey guys, great to have you all back again. In this video, we'll be solving the very first sum of exercise 7b from ratio and proportion. The very first example is 18 is to 45 is equal to 4 is to 10. We need to check if the given statement is true. There are two sets of ratios given here. When do we say a statement is true? The simplest form of the ratio has to be same both on the left hand side and the right hand side. So to check if the statement is true, what are we supposed to do? Take the first set of ratio, that is 18 by 45 reduced to simplest terms. So what's a common factor for both the numbers? It is 9. So we get 9 twos are 18, 9 fives are 45. Now take the second set of ratio, which is 4 by 10. 2 is a common factor, so divide the numerator and the denominator by 2, so you get 2 by 5. Now for 18 by 45 is 2 by 5, and your second set 4 is to 10, the simplest form is 2 by 5. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. The given statement is true. Remember, when you check if the given statement is true, we need to compare ratios with the same quantity. So we need to check if the quantity given are same before you start solving the sum. So let's start with the first question. 51 is to 68 is equal to 85 is to 102. We need to prove that the given statement is either true or false. When do we say a statement is true? When left hand side is equal to right hand side. But how am I going to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side? I take the left hand side ratio and I should reduce it to simplest form. Similarly, for the right hand side, if both the left hand side and the right hand side I get the same answer, then I can say that the given statement is true. In case I get a different answer, then I will have to say that the given statement is false. So let's start with the left hand side first. That is 51 by 68. The common factor that divides both the numerator and the denominator is 17. 17 times 3 is 51, 17 times 4 is 68. So my ratio onto the left hand side is 3 is to 4. In case you have a problem in identifying the common factor, you can always use the long division method. I've shown it even in my previous videos. So 51, the numerator becomes the divisor and 68 becomes my dividend, that is a denominator. So 51 times 1 is 51, 17 is my numerator. Bring the 51 here, 17 threes are 51. So 17 is the highest common factor that divides both the given numbers. Now move on to the right hand side, that is 85 divided by 102. 17 is a common factor again that divides both the numbers. So 17 times 5 is 85 and 17 times 6 is 102. So 5 is to 6. You can do calculation in the rough work as well out here. So 85, 102, 85 times 1 is 85, remainder 17. Get in 85 as a dividend. So 17 fives are 85. So 17 is the common factor that divides both the given numbers. Is left hand side equal to right hand side? No. Left hand side is not equal to right hand side, as 3 is to 4 is not equal to 5 is to 6. Therefore, 51 is to 68 is not equal to 85 is to 102. Can write the given statement is false. Let's move on to the second question. 1.5 is to 2.5 is equal to 3.6 is to 6. We need to find out if the given statement is true or false. It's similar to the previous sum. The only difference is that it's given in decimal format. So let's remove the decimal and compare the given ratios. So 1.5 by 2.5. To remove the decimal, we need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator with 10. So you get 15 by 25. So what's a common factor that divides 15 and 25? It is 5. So we get 5 threes are 15 and 5 fives are 25. So left hand side, what is the simplest form of ratio that we have got? 3 is to 5. Now moving on to right hand side, we have 3.6 by 6. To remove the decimal, I need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator with 10. So I get 36 upon 60. The common factor that divides both 36 and 60 is 12. So what do we have? 12 threes are 36 and 12 fives are 60. So right hand side, what did we get now? 3 is to 5. So both left hand side and right hand side, we have got the same value, isn't it? So we can straight away write answer step 1.5 is to 2.5 is equal to 3.6 is to 6. The given statement is true. Let's move on to the third sum. 30 bags is to 18 bags is equal to rupees 450 is to 270. We need to check if the given statement is true or false. Always remember, when you get a question with quantity, please ensure that the quantities are of same kind. Now 30 by 18. So 6 is a common factor that divides both the numerator and denominator. So we get 6 5s are 30 and 6 3s are 18. So what is the ratio? Left hand side we have 5 is to 3. Now let's compare right hand side. Right hand side, what do we have? 450 divided by 270. You can cancel this zeros. Divide the numerator and denominator by 9 because 9 is a common factor that divides both the given number. So we have 9 5s are 45 and 9 3s are 27. So right hand side, what is my ratio? 5 is to 3. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So the given statement is true, isn't it? So we can write left hand side is equal to right hand side. What's the given statement? So answer step, the given statement is true. Let's move on to the last sum. 32 kg is to rupees 36 is equal to 8 kg is to rupees 9. We need to check if the given statement is true or false. What's the very first step that we need to do? We need to check if the given quantities are of the same kind. One is in kg, one is in rupees. So are they of the same kind? No. Even out here, the quantities are of not the same kind. So straight away, you can write the answer step. The given statement is false. And you can write the reason also. First, let us write the given statement is false. Reason, you can write the quantities are not of the same kind. You got to remember, when you check if a given statement is true or false, first check if the quantities are of the same kind. If they are of the same kind, then you can reduce the given ratio to simplest form and then compare. But if the ratios are of not the same kind, then straight away you can write the answer that given statement is false, and you can write the reason the quantities are not of the same kind. Hope all the four sums explained today was clear. So see you all later. Keep learning and have a great day. Bye bye.